Hey there. So today I am right here in Salt Lake City, Utah. You can see the Capitol building right behind me. It is a gorgeous day out today. And I've been getting the question a lot of, Mariah, we are thinking about making a move to Utah, but really, how will Salt Lake City change my life? Well, you're in luck because today I'm going to be sharing several different things of how Salt Lake City and how really relocating here to Utah may possibly change your life. And let's hop into it right now. Mariah. Mariah Curley here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if this is your very first time here. I'm a licensed and active real estate agent here in the Salt Lake City, Utah area, and this channel is literally everything you need to know about eating, working, playing, sleeping, and living in the Salt Lake City, Utah area. If that is of interest to you, consider subscribing down below and make sure you tap that bell for notifications so you are notified every week we drop a new video. We hear from people like you all the time who are looking to relocate or looking to move here to Utah, and we absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about making a move in a week, in a month, or even a year from now, feel free to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, and it would be our absolute pleasure to connect with you. So I was just recently talking with a couple of new families that have reached out. One reached out by text, one reached out by email, and they said, Mariah, we're thinking about making a move to Utah. One family was for a job and one was just for a change of pace. And the conversation got going about, we're thinking about making a move, but, how will Utah really change our pace of life? Well, one family was moving from Colorado and one family was actually moving from the East Coast. And I said, great questions. Let's kind of, work through some of these different things. So number one, making a move out here to Utah, you are going to have the 4 seasons. Yes, depending on where you're coming from, that might be a good thing or may not be a good thing. If you can't handle the snow or you really don't care for the snow very much, maybe Utah might not be the best fit for you. Typically during the winter time though, you are going to see a lot of snow in the mountains, but here on the ground, yes, it's going to snow depending on the time of year. January and February, we usually have the most snow here. But you are going to get, long summer nights where it stays really light, long. You are going to have beautiful fall days. You're going to have chilly springs, but then, things roll right into summer, it seems like, very quickly. So just know if you are moving here from somewhere where it doesn't, you don't see those really distinct 4 seasons, here in Utah, you are going to get those 4 distinct seasons. So that's number one. Number two, the job market. People ask me about this all the time. Some people are like, I'm actually relocating here and I don't have a job yet, but I'm hoping to be able to find one. Is that an option? Yes, that is an option. Utah is known, especially Salt Lake, there are a ton of different jobs and job opportunities. If you're thinking, you want to, be in the finance, or you are in education, or you are in, the tech industry, whatever that is, there are a lot of things in the way of jobs. Number 3, if you are an outdoor enthusiast, you love being outdoors, Utah might be a perfect fit for you simply because there are so many like-minded people that enjoy being outdoors, that like hiking, that like biking, that like skiing, that like snowboarding, that like paddleboarding and fishing and kayaking. I mean, I could go on and on and on, right? But there are so many things that yield to a very active lifestyle here. With that being said too, because we do have the 4 seasons here in Utah and it does snow and we do have that, there are so many things that not only are you able to do outdoors, but you're also able to do indoors as well. Not only do we have like pickleball courts outside and tennis courts outside and, swimming pools and all that, but a lot of facilities here are also indoors. So we have indoor tracks that are gorgeous with indoor basketball courts and pickleball courts and tennis courts and all those different things. So anything you would do outside, typically you're going to have inside here as well. So in terms of like recreation centers here as well, there are some phenomenal recreation centers that have indoor slides, water slides, and they've got the, the whole little park area for the kids to splash pads and everything indoors. So if you are an outdoor enthusiast or you're an indoor enthusiast or you just like living a very active lifestyle, Salt Lake and the surrounding areas of Salt Lake may be a really good fit for you. Also, the national parks are relatively, we call, pretty close, 3.5 hours down to the St. George area and where all the 5 mighty national parks are. If you go more north, you're going to be able to hit Yellowstone. You're going to be able to hit the Grand Tetons. There are just so many things right here at your fingertips. So that's number 3, which kind of leads me right into number 4, which is simply the proximity. Yes, the proximity. So many people are saying, Mariah, I'm thinking about making a move to Salt Lake, but I really want to be close to everything. I want to make sure that I can get to the ski resorts, but I don't want to be too far out of town. Here in Utah, it is so geared for being close to, the different things. Same thing with the airport. The airport is, 10 to 12 minutes right outside of where I am standing that you can get to an international airport. So the proximity to, like I said, the parks, proximity to skiing, proximity to jobs, location, that is great. Proximity to travel and to the airport is close by as well. I've gotten this question recently as well about food. I've had people reach out and go, Mariah, we are foodies. We love to try new things. We like fine dining, but then sometimes we like quick casual. What does Utah have in the way to offer of that? Great question. Utah has lots of different dining options depending on your style, depending on what you're thinking, your mood, whatever it is for that day. Utah has a lot in the way of that. So I know for us and our family, because I've got 4 kids, there is a lot of quick casual going on in our home simply because, really, sitting down with 4 kids for a meal, you know what? If I can get in and out, I'm going to take that every day, which for me as a mom with 4 children, I love the drive-throughs here. I honestly, I never thought I would love a drive-through as much as I do since moving here to Utah, but I am able to get a salad or a sandwich or a burger. I can get all the different things. You can get organic things. You can get smoothies. You can get, really, you name it. It's not just the fast food restaurants that have that have the drive-through. Here in Utah, there are so many different things for that. So if you're thinking food, great, we got you covered here as well. So briefly, we talked about jobs, we've talked about, location, we've talked about 4 seasons, we've talked about, the food. Now moving right on to the next one. And also we've talked about just the outdoors, the recreation, if you like living an active lifestyle. Moving on to the next one is simply family friendly. Honestly, for me, having 4 kids, I like, and this kind of goes along with proximity too, I like how everything is so close by and there are so many different activities that I can take my kids to do on a daily basis. So if we decide, oh, you know what, let's go swimming. Great, I can take the kids swimming and it's 5 minutes away. Oh, you want to go to the pond? Great, let's throw the paddle boards in the back of the van and whoop, away we go. And it just makes it so convenient. Wintertime, great, we want to go skiing? Perfect, 40 minutes away from skiing up in the canyon and we can go do that. So really just the outdoor activities, the indoor activities, the family friendliness that there is here in Utah, they make it really, really easy, in my opinion, to raise a family here, to have kids here. And there's a lot of construction going on around here too. So actually this is a little side note, I don't know if you can see behind me, but tons of construction going in and around here, which just they're making the infrastructure so, just really beautifying everything, which for some people they're like, oh my gosh, this is like never ending construction zone. But really from where they were, where things were before, this looks phenomenal. Next, how will Utah change your life? Or how could Utah, I know we talked about some of these different things. Like I mentioned, the family friendly has been so great for my family, for my kids, for schools, for all of that. Just the convenience, the proximity has been great. I know I've had a lot of people that have reached out that have said, hey, you know what, Mariah, I'm not sure if we're going to live in Utah full time, but we're actually looking for more of an investment property. Well, guess what? Investors are still investing here in Utah. There is a lot in the way of really anything that you're looking for. But if you're looking for investment opportunities, Utah continues to grow because the job market is strong, because Utah is a place where lots of people are still wanting to move, that investment, the growth, all of that we continue to see. So hopefully this gives you a little bit of an idea of, Utah may be the right fit for you. Salt Lake may be the right fit for you. It may be a little bit outside of Salt Lake. It might be right down here, close to Capitol Hill, but it may be somewhere outside, just depending on what you're looking for. But if you are looking to make a move in a week, in a month, or even a year from now, feel free to reach out to my team and I. We hear from people like you all the time, and we absolutely love it. So feel free, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, and it would be our absolute pleasure to connect with you. Take care and have a great one. Bye.